Z Fold! Wow, they're killing it!
I
thought this was supposed to be a sucky camera. Hey guys, it's Max.
Angelika.
And Vadim. And today we are doing another blind camera comparison with the new Galaxy Z Fold 3.
The S21 Ultra.
And the iPhone 12 Pro Max.
I went out and I took a bunch of images and Vadim and Angelika have not seen them.
Nope.
I lined them up randomly, so they are gonna have to choose which photo looks the best before knowing the results.
And if you guys want to play along, grab a paper and a pen, write everything down, and let us know your results in the comments. We'd love to know.
You guys should absolutely do this to see which phone you like best, not what you're most biased towards.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have said that the cameras on this $1,800 phone, they're not that great. So today we will find out, are they really that terrible compared to the flagship iPhone and Samsung?
Let's
so
find
here
out.
we have our first image, it's a selfie.
All right, so right off the bat, I can tell that the one on the right is just really bad because the sky is completely blown out. There's no sky at all, it's all white. So that one's instantly marked off. So it's between the left and the center. And I don't know, I'm thinking the center so far. What do you think, Angelika?
I like the left one more, honestly. The detail's really great on both.
Uh-huh.
The center one does have some parts that are blown out, and it has this reflection spot right here.
That's true.
I would pick the left one and then maybe just bring up the brights.
All right, and that one is
S21?
the two Samsungs and the iPhone. Here is our next one of this
Okay.
sign.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
And of course, one of these has a dedicated telescopic lens.
Yep.
But you don't see that big of a difference, huh?
No, it's a massive difference,
Really?
man. I see it, I see it.
I see a lot of detail on the
Which
right.
one's the worst?
The right wins, 100%.
The right
It
wins.
is
The right wins?
incredibly detailed. The one on the left is super soft.
The one on the, yeah,
That's
a lot,
pretty bad.
lot
The
of
worst?
detail
Yeah,
here,
left
worst
is
one.
worse. So
Well, I was
right is
expecting a bigger difference with that lens, but okay,
That's pretty
let's
good.
see. What?
Wow.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Should we double check this?
Did you mess up?
So I just checked, and yes, that is correct. I don't know how
Yep.
the Z Fold was better than S21 with that telescopic camera.
Crazy.
But it was. Maybe it was using the 3X on here. This one has that additional 3X.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Who
I'm not
knows,
really
man?
sure. And it's actually not called the Z Flip 3.
It's the
Actually
Z
changed
Fold.
it. It's the Z Fold. We'll get it right after that. Let's take a look at the next one. We have a nice shot here against the bright sun.
All right, looking at this one is definitely more difficult, but right off the bat, I'm seeing that on the right image, there's a lot of, I don't know, flaring or loss of contrast over here. So that one is eliminated. And between the left and the center, I think I like the one on the left because I guess everything's brought up a little bit more. You can see more detail.
The only difference I see between the left and the center is just maybe the mids being brought up a little bit more. Everything else looks exactly the same. Detail looks amazing. So I'm gonna go with the left as well.
Z
Wow,
Fold
what the
again.
heck?
Wait, what do you guys have?
Wow.
Okay, and we'll keep that a secret. Don't show them yet.
Okay.
We'll wait till the end. And we have a portrait shot here using the longer lenses.
Interesting.
I don't like the one on the right. It looks really faded. Eliminated.
I agree.
Between these two, they both look really good, but then I noticed that the portrait mode messed up right here. On the ring, you lose all that detail. And
Interesting.
on the jacket right here, you can see it here, but here
good
it just
point.
looks, faded,
Yep.
not as detailed, so the left one for sure.
Yep. Same as well because there's a lot more detail, especially in the denim jacket and the hair. And it's just a killer shot. That's like,
Are you guys gonna keep
It's
choosing
killer.
the same one?
I don't know, but it's killer.
That's
S21.
Ultra. So the Z Fold
What's the
is
iPhone
very
doing?
faded.
Nothing for the iPhone.
Interesting.
No iPhones yet?
No iPhone.
Come on, guys. This is Max Tech. What's going on? I'm just joking. This is how you guys know this is unbiased,
We're
blind
unbiased.
comparison. All right, we got some food up in
Ooh.
here. Which one would you want to eat most?
I almost feel like the one on the left is oversaturated. All of this kind of blends together. So I think I'm gonna go with the right.
That's how I feel about the right one. I feel
That's
like the
what I feel about
colors
this one.
don't look real. It looks fake. It weirds me out.
So
don't
both
know.
Samsungs
Left.
actually have a food mode.
Oh yeah?
It has a food mode, yeah, and it suggests
Okay.
turning it on.
I'm going with the right then.
Left and right.
Seafood.
Vadim got another Z Fold. Go. So here we have against the sun.
Yep, center. Yep. Instantly you can see in this back tree line, you can see a lot of
Detail.
those trees and colors popping out.
You can't on
This one's
these.
completely crushed.
Why don't you guys
Gone.
like this one?
This one
Same
is a little
thing.
bit dark and it's soft.
Not as
Look
So,
how
good.
faded it is. Since you guys
Yeah.
already gave your opinions.
center.
Center.
Z Fold.
Wow, they're killing it!
I thought this was supposed to be a sucky camera. We got a portrait of my boy here.
All right, so I saw some issues with the one on the right. You can see that the blur effect didn't work. So I don't like that. And the one on the left, I feel like it's way too flat. Everything's just super bright and flat. I think I'm going with the center.
I disagree. I'm gonna go with the one on the left.
What?
The one in the center, something about it throws me off.
Really?
Something about it is weird. It looks fake.
If I was
I'm going
playing,
center.
I would go with the one on the right.
Really?
I didn't notice that though. I like the extra detail here. A little more pop. But you guys chose yours. Let's see.
S21.
S20. What did you get? iPhone?
iPhone.
We got an iPhone.
I would have went for the right if it wasn't for that.
That's true. All right, and we have a close-up shot.
What happened with this?
Wow, that is so blurry,
terrible.
yeah.
That didn't work at all.
It's artistic, guys.
Is it? It's
No.
blurry, bro.
Yeah, out of focus.
Just kidding.
Definitely
So this
the
is out of
center.
focus. The one on the right is extremely like cool and blue.
But also you lose
You know?
detail in here.
The
This looks
skin
great.
almost looks like purple. Yeah, the one in the
Center?
center kills it.
Z
Z
Fold.
Fold.
The S21 didn't want to focus. I tried multiple times. These ones are just
wow.
like click, done.
That's super sharp.
It does have a huge sensor though, maybe that's why.
Yeah, it
All right,
kills
we
it.
got a portrait shot with some greenery.
Wow. The left one's contrast is boosted way too much. It looks really weird. At first glance, the center one looks amazing to me.
Yes, I would agree too. With the center one, it looks the most natural, the most kind of like a real DSLR camera because first of all, it's not crushed. You know, here's crushed, there's crushed. This looks natural, and I think the detail is more
Yeah.
like you can see fine
Way more
hairs.
detail. And what I just
Very natural.
noticed as well is over here, it messed up and like kind of focused on the
Oh,
ground.
That's a good point. Oh wow,
look at
yeah,
all
I missed
that
it.
in through here.
Yep,
Very
center.
weird.
This
Center
is
killed it.
pretty dang good.
That looks really good.
And I'll mention,
Yep.
it's blown out right here, right? Probably
Oh
did
yeah,
too.
yeah.
And this is
Oh
not blown
wow,
out.
that's
Detail.
impressive.
It
That's
looks
killer.
good.
All right.
Hey!
iPhone.
Wow.
All right. Next, we have a nice contrasty scene.
For me, instantly the center, I just pick up way more detail right off the bat. The one on the right looks really faded, loses a lot.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna go with the center because the one on the left is kind of like missing some contrast, I think.
Z Fold. Nice. And another portrait shot. This is really difficult. We got the bars, we got the sun, we have depth.
Yep, I'm going with the one on the left right away for the same reason as before, because her hair has a lot of detail. Compared to the other two, it's crushed. So that is the main reason I like the one on the left.
You could say the same thing about the right though, because in Alina's hair, you see more detail than in these. At least that's what I'm seeing.
I don't know.
In general, I like the left one more.
12
iPhone.
Pro Max. Looks like portraits. At
Yeah,
least two
daylight-
so far.
daylight
Daylight portrait.
portraits
We'll
are
see
good.
at night what
Yeah,
happens.
natural. Okay.
Throw in another portrait here.
So,
Difficult one.
That is hard, yeah.
This time without people.
All right, the one on the right is instantly disqualified. It's just kind of dark, and it also failed right here in the middle of that little chain link. It didn't
Jeez, you
blur.
guys
That
are
teeny
picky.
spot,
You guys
wow.
are-
I'm
And the
very picky.
algorithms are trained for people, not subjects. But
Yeah.
all right.
I like the one on the left the most. You didn't pick yet, but to me, the object stands out a lot from the background. The center one, it just
Yep.
looks way too flat.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right.
Yep, I would agree. It also stands out the most
You know
because
you
it
can't
has the
vote
most
first.
blur.
S21 Ultra. So the iPhone did the worst? Is that what you guys were saying?
Yeah, it did the worst.
And we got us a selfie.
Just like before, I don't like the one on the right because it crushes all the hair detail. And between the left and the center, it is extremely difficult. But if I look very closely, I think I do see more detail, especially in your beard. That's where I see a lot of it. So I'm just gonna go with that one.
I'm definitely going for the left one. The center one looks
Interesting, okay,
way
okay.
too warm. It looks unnatural. And I feel like I'm not getting as much detail on Alina in the back rather than over here. So I'm going to go for the left way more.
good
She
point.
looks a little blurry.
That is a good point.
All right, so
Okay.
we have
Z Fold.
Z Fold.
And S21.
So one difference here, the reason why Lean's a little bit out of focus, we tried fitting a lot of people, is this shot was taken with the Z Fold's ability to take a selfie with the rear main highest quality camera, which is why there's so much more detail on me, but at the same time she's kind of blurred out, she's further back. And then the trees almost look like a
Very
portrait
blurred, yeah.
mode compared to the other two. And here we go, we watched some live music there.
Instantly left. That's the only one where you can get a lot of detail. Looking at him, his pants, the difference is huge.
Yeah, I don't like how like the light is behind his face, but the detail in general everywhere is much more crisp, like especially in the speaker grill.
S21 Ultra. Another selfie.
This
The
is
one
a
on the left.
killer shot.
Yes.
Killer
Shot,
good?
yeah.
Yes.
This one is like very like smeared out.
Artistic.
It failed.
Faded.
It
People
failed.
put filters on purpose.
It's
for
like
that.
it's like a painting filter almost.
Same thing with this one. There isn't nearly as much detail as
As the
face.
one left?
That kills
Yes.
it. Wow.
S21 Z
Wow.
Fold. So this is the one shot I think I took with this under display camera.
Yeah, it's
It's
visible.
right there. You could tell right away. It's
pretty bad.
garbage.
It's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
And we got this guy rocking out there on the
Rocking out.
base.
I would say the one on the right. Yeah, you have the detail in like his shirts and everything, whereas this one's kind of like, I don't know, faded and it's not
Yeah.
as clean and clear.
I
Yeah,
agree.
the right.
S21.
It's a good camera.
Hey, it's catching up. Starting to
good
catch
camera.
up as the light goes down. Let's see what happens.
It's not the right.
This one might be preference.
Not the right for sure. I don't know, it's just so gloomy and just, you can't really see much detail out of it. I think I like the one in the center.
My
These are
first
like
thought was
opposites.
center.
It's so weird. All right. 12
Oh,
Pro Max.
Finally.
Is this when it catches up?
We'll see. All right, we got an ultrawide here.
Oh, so much flaring
What
there.
happened here?
And here.
It's like a fail. Like all this detail is gone, and you got noise
there.
and flaring.
and
Everything.
in there, and here.
All
Garbage.
right, which one's your favorite
Garbage.
one?
Center.
Yeah, the center.
S21 Ultra.
Wow.
All right.
So the one on the right, very faded. The
Yeah.
color's completely faded. I don't know what happened. And I think between these two, I do like the one
Left.
in the center.
Left.
Are you just being a rebellious video?
No, I'm not. I mean, the one on the left, I don't know, it feels like it's almost a little bit too bright in these details. Like they're almost like blown out-ish, like her dress in this here. I don't know why.
I
don't
just
know.
think the white balance is more white or neutral. This
Yeah.
looks warmer.
I don't know.
All right.
Z-Fold
Well,
for
you guys
me.
both chose
S21.
Samsung.
See,
By the
for
way,
me.
I clean off the lenses like every
Yeah.
single time to make
Yeah, it's
sure
weird.
that's just, it didn't kick the contrast in there. All right, this is a night mode shot. I think it's the first full using night mode.
Yeah, I don't like the one on the left. The color just looks really off. The one on the center seems like it's having too much, I don't know, over sharpening or HDR effect. The one on the right is incredibly clean. Like the sky's clean, the leaves are detailed, the back is detailed.
Oh, you're right. And look at that. Vadim, you win. Sorry,
Yeah.
you don't
Right.
get to choose.
No, I agree.
Do you agree? Okay.
Whoa, Z-Fold.
Z-Fold.
Interesting how
At
different
night.
it is from here. Look at that sky.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
a fail right here. Yeah.
Okay, wow. All right, we got a portrait shot here.
Oh wow, this
Instantly,
is crazy.
The
Yeah.
center, instantly.
Yep.
Center?
Instant win because this is just super
No detail.
yellowish, details gone. This is insanely crushed.
12 Pro Max.
Wow.
Another. So if you take a lot
Another
of
for the
portraits,
iPhone.
keep this in mind. All right. Lots of highlights.
jeez.
This actually was like almost black, and this was super bright. So they all did good, but what's the best?
The right one is pretty impressive. Out of
Yep.
all of them,
I'm
Right one?
agreeing the right one because you have more detail
So much
here.
detail.
The lights aren't as blown out and like weird, so yeah.
You guys are right, and that is the 12 Pro Max.
iPhone, yeah.
We got an ultra wide here.
ooh,
Instant win.
center.
Center.
Center. Like, if you look at these neon lights or whatever,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
super clean and sharp, whereas they're like kind of smeared, blurred out on the others.
Look at all the noise.
Yeah.
Since you guys already chose,
Oh, yeah,
look at all the
that's true.
noise here. Yeah.
And all the
That's nice.
flaring here. The
Yeah,
whole
yeah, it's
thing.
bad.
S21.
Oh, sorry, iPhone. Sheesh.
We have a moody alley here with the neon lights. We have other lights hung up here.
Yep.
What would you want to save in your phone?
For me,
What about you?
instantly the one on the right. I know that it's
Okay.
darker around here,
Yeah.
but the subject is this. It looks great. It's not blown out. You can see all the detail. Everything else is.
Yep, I would agree because if you look at these little lights here, they're kind of like smeared with like over sharpening. But here, I like it the best. It looks the most natural,
Looks great.
and all the lights really stand out with for
You're
like
right.
a moody
Looks
shot.
They're not
Good.
blown out. Look, compared
Yeah.
to here, amazing shot. S21.
S21. That's beautiful.
Killer. All right, off the bat, the one on the right is instantly disqualified. It just looks really bad. Between the left and the middle, I think I do like the one on the left because if you look at the facial features, like the skin, you see more detail there, like all the little strands of hair.
I totally disagree. I don't like the left one.
Mm-hmm.
This right here in the center is all messed up.
That's a good point.
It
Yeah.
picked up the details there. I think the right one looks really good. It's pretty dark, but they look like the main subjects. Here, you're distracted by all this background stuff. And in the little details, like in the rings, that looks beautiful, looks perfect.
S21 Ultra
I'm
and
going with
Z
it.
Fold 3.
iPhone.
And it looks like it focused here, right, if we look.
Yeah,
And I'm kind of
it's
blurry,
very
and
sharp.
she's really blurry. And we have this night scene.
Right away I like the left.
Me too.
I'm seeing a lot more detail, especially like if you look here on this rock, all those detailed textures, yeah. Z Fold.
Wow.
And we got a flag shot there.
Yeah, this one's very obvious.
Center. The iPhone is garbage. Even though it has a 2.5 times lens instead of 2.0.
That's bad.
A lot more detail.
That's bad.
Good algorithms, I guess. And this shot, I will say, I was shocked. It was completely dark. I could barely see anything, and all of them did a great job, but there are some differences.
This is pretty tough. The left and the center both look pretty good, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the center.
I think I would have to agree. I don't like the right because you're getting a lot of crushed detail like in the wagon everywhere, so I don't like that one. Between the left and the center, I feel like the one on the left kind of has like a very similar white balance. It's very warm in general, and I don't like that, whereas the center one has a lot of kind
More
of
dynamic.
color contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that too. Z Fold.
Z
Wow.
Fold. Very good. It's kept up pretty nice. We got, this is a selfie with night mode. It was super, super dark, and there are really bright lights underneath that bridge and on the clock tower.
This one is definitely really tough. I know that I don't really like the center, just something off about it with like the color and the detail. And between the left and the right, even though I do see like a lot of flaring and stuff, I think I still like the left better than the right. I just don't know why, but
I feel like I like the background of the center more. This is less blown out. There's way less flaring, and you have detail on that clock tower. However, in his face, you have the least amount of detail, and that's what these did great on. And you probably can't see from your angle very well, but this one has a lot of flaring, like
Oh,
Directly
I
out
didn't
of
notice
space.
yeah.
Oh,
that
my
one
hair right
has
there, too.
less. I will agree with you with the left.
Z Fold 3.
Fold.
And the last shot here,
Whoa.
nighttime,
Yep.
ultra wide.
Wow, that's impressive.
Left.
Yeah, the left kills it in every single way, like the clock tower with the clock, super detailed, see texture in the wood. Oh,
Z Fold again.
sorry, iPhone.
The iPhone, what happened?
And it's interesting because the
That's bad.
iPhone usually takes about 2 seconds to take a nighttime shot, whereas these other ones are about double, like 4 seconds, even sometimes 5 seconds. So you have to be still, but they did a really good job combining all the shots. So that is the last photo that we have. I haven't been keeping
my
track
gosh.
of what you guys have written down.
Yep.
I'm very curious to see. So you guys out there, if you guys are watching along, if you guys
pause it.
took notes, voted, pause this video, comment down below how many you voted for each one. We want to hear your guys' unbiased blind results.
All right, so iPhone has 5, the S21 has 12, and the Z Fold has 13.
So iPhone got crushed by both.
Got
That is
killed.
incredible. I don't think we've
Got
seen
killed.
this big of a gap
Yeah.
ever. And what's
So-
interesting is that I updated the software on all of them too. Latest software. And Z Fold won for you. How about you, Angelica?
For me, the S21 won out by 1 point, 12 versus 11 for the Fold, 7 for the iPhone.
So a little more even, but still,
Yeah.
iPhone
Yeah,
got
dang.
smoked. So
Got killed, yeah.
realistically, what did we learn from this video? Unbiased, blind comparison. The Z Fold is not a bad camera.
No.
Yeah.
People out
It's
there
pretty
saying
good.
it's a mid-range camera compared to flagship. No,
Yeah, it
this
kills.
camera is excellent.
Yeah.
And really, the only reason, the shots of this one were like the telephoto shots, right?
Telephotos.
It won a
Most
few
likely,
telephoto
yeah.
shots. So if you don't need super zoom, you don't really lose out by going something like this. So
that's true.
let us know your opinions down in the comments section below. Click that circle above to help us reach 1 million subscribers. We would greatly appreciate it. Check out one of those great videos right over there, and we will see you guys in the next video.